Crazy. Hey, RPM Trade Vietnam in here. We're gonna try this again. They killed the live stream. And Cedar Rapids somehow I can get my shit off. I almost never lose a live stream in Cedar Rapids. But in Dubuque and Waterloo, why y'all doing that, man? Ain't no freedom of speech, man.
Don't worry, guys. I will be sharing.
They did do that to you in Dubuque.
Yeah, they ended my life like some real good stuff. But we out here as usual, Nightmare. RPM Trade Vietnam. Javier Gabos in here. Talking AR owner. We cannot fight. We're trying to subdue somebody over word or something they said. We're trying to get kids to understand this simple shit. If kids don't get it, we be disappointed as hell. And then we grow up and let grown ass people do the same shit that we've been trying to tell these kids not to do. Can't fight people over words, bro. Get out of here. Man, what we doing? We moving that way?
He said.
Okay.
He trying to go over there. Oh shit.
You wanna hold this down? We're gonna move this across the street. We in Waterloo, Iowa right now. We are in very close proximity to the sheriff's department, police station, and the courthouse. Get out here and see what's going on. Ooh, bang, man, there's gun shit for everybody. Y'all know that? Come on now. I find it very strange that they group themselves the way they do, law enforcement and government officials. They group themselves the way they do. Let it be known that it's us and them. And then when you separate yourself from them, realize that this is us and them group mentality that they have towards us, for sure. If you look at them as a whole as government, they would not pass their own background check. They got a long history of extreme violence, mass murder, drug trafficking, all type of shit. Government's got a history of doing that shit. They couldn't pass their own background check. And these are the ones, pardon my camera work right here. These are the ones that get to tell us if we can or cannot have a fucking firearm and how long the damn barrel is and all that shit. That shit is stupid. It's retarded that you even let the shit happen. You just let it go. And it persists because you let it go. Come on now. Y'all know what's up.
Illinois Tyrant News.
What's up?
Illinois Tyrant News.
That's what's up. Trade Vietnam.
Nice to meet you, my friend.
Yeah,
I've been following you for quite a while.
that's what's up. If that's the case, then it will be no surprise to you that sometimes I get mistaken to be a Second Amendment advocate, but I am not. As a matter of fact, I think they should throw it the fuck out. You know why? Because when they throw it out, then we all gonna fight to get down to the truth is that we didn't need it in the first damn place. Let them throw it out. That's what I think. Let them fucking throw the shit out so we can see what happens. Tell them to tap the keg
You must be
on the party
Trey.
juice. Yeah.
I'm Mole.
What's your name?
Mole.
Mo. What's up, man? Trade Vietnam.
I bet you. I've been the one sending you messages for D.
Oh yeah, that was you.
Yeah,
Okay.
because he can't get a hold of you.
We got lots of police activity, of course. We right down here at the pig pen. So you gonna see him. Somebody left the fucking barn door open. They're out here. Yeah. So of course, before I can go any further in this video, I would like to say, fuck you, ATF. Thanks for the inspiration. You are helping a lot of people realize right now that the illusion of authority allows a group of people that would be called a gang under any other circumstances to comfortably threaten millions of people over some dumb shit like it's gonna be okay because they said that. The balls of these dudes, man, y'all crazy? I would be scared as hell to tell 40 million people that my opinion or examination has changed and now we can get nose to nose with the potential for, I don't know, what does it sound like to y'all? Don't make me say the R word. What does it sound like to you? The only way we would ever come to an R word where the country has to face its wrongdoings or its flaws so that we can then readjust it. You know what I'm trying to say. If we was to get into that, what would need to be in place for us to actually manifest that? Maybe the ATF would have to say some dumb shit like they just said. They just moved us one step closer, put one more piece in the puzzle to make a clear picture of a potential for what the founding forefathers said. Hey, don't let them do this, because if they do, then you might have to bang some shit. That's what they said. And then here come the ATF to put the pieces to the puzzle together and make it go, oh, it's starting to look like that. They did that. Nobody out here made that move to make that look like more of a possibility. They did that. What's that?
I think they're on the other end of the parking lot.
What they doing now?
Probably the same shit.
They might be, doing the car. So let me tell y'all about Flex Your Rights. Funny dude. Go check out his videos. Check it out on YouTube after this live stream. He puts on a wig and some crazy makeup, calls himself Grandma, and he approaches the police with the First Amendment audit, just challenging how well they handle a little bit more disclosure to the people that they're supposed to be protecting. Damn, the train is in the parking lot. In the meantime, oh, we got action. Hold on. My guy's being addressed over here. Now I'll be honest with you. I know people would probably consider what I do to be kind of antagonistic. I'm kind of aggressive and out there with the activism and all that. Vest and everything. It just looks kind of intimidating to some people. My guy is up here in the parking lot doing this audit thing or whatever, and it's going to draw some attention, so police officers are coming out to talk to him and stuff like that. When I'm doing what I'm doing, I'm never really expecting to call a cop out per se, or the police out per se, for them to come say something to me so I can tell them how I feel about my Second Amendment right, quote unquote. I never intend to do that. I come out to talk to the people. If I can get a cop to actually talk to me, that'd be dope. But what he does with the First Amendment thing, it really works very well with some interaction, so that he can chin check their ass, vibe check their whole disposition on what their job is supposed to be. And every time he checked them over and over again, we realize they don't know how to handle their job. They imply a whole lot of shit, and really, honestly, to try to get a regular human being to even fit the mold for what it is that this is supposed to be on paper, it just seems like a flawed attempt to do some shit that we ain't even supposed to be doing. No man can tell another man what to do. That's why when you get shit like government and law enforcement, shit don't never get smooth. We got all these cops out here, all this government all over the world doing what they doing, but shit still is up in flames. It's still a lot of chaos. I thought they were supposed to have a good handle on this shit. They actually behind most of it. The biggest acts of violence and death come from government. Democide, if you don't know what the word means, that's a body count of how many times a government anywhere on the planet has killed their own people in the name of this fucking government. And it's over 260 million people have died in the hands of their own government outside of a declared war. Y'all crazy? That shit crazy. And these are the people that get to tell me, hey man, we don't like how long your barrel is, it's too short. And now we get to act like this to you now. No the fuck you don't. That shit sounds crazy. No, you don't, bro. You should have never said two words to me in the first place. This wishy-washy shit about how long the barrel is and what shape and configuration the plastic is on the back of it, it's literally called a stabilizing brace. But then they mad that you got something to stabilize the firearm on your shit? Come on, bro. Y'all want me to register? I'm not, why I gotta tell you? All of this shit sound crazy, and you shouldn't have let them get this far in the first place, and that's why we're dealing with this shit. This shit is retarded, bro. Y'all are crazy. You're not supposed to let them do none of that shit. Ridiculous. Yeah, bro. just got some questions about what he's got going on and stuff. So, you want to introduce yourself, maybe?
Programs recognize me in art or follow me on Illinois Tyrant News. I'm on Peoria, Illinois. And I've been on YouTube for 4 years now.
That's what's up. So you like the First Amendment art thing?
Yeah, I'm
So-
First Amendment author.
So can you explain to people what it is that you're trying to do? Because I halfway did it, but what is it that you're trying to do when you do this?
So what we're trying to do is to make people realize that it is legal to record in public. As far as the First Amendment, it's our freedom of press. Everybody has that right, so everybody can use that right. A lot of police departments around the nation don't understand that. They don't get it, so more of us come around, the more people are starting to understand that. And that's where I'm at on it. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to, they know we have our rights, and they don't need to infringe on them. Too many cops do that.
They take an oath to protect
Yeah,
our
yeah,
rights.
yeah,
They
yeah.
should know ours better than we know them.
Yeah, but it happens to be the other way around. We
Exactly.
and not just that, but we have critical, pivotal details about how this is supposed to go. That really exposes them for being bullies. That they take this illusion of authority, they brush away all of the things that kind of remind them that they're public servants, and they grab on all of the things to help them further dominate the people that they're supposed to be protecting. So you got to clear the way to be like, oh, okay, so a law officer can do this, this, and that. Okay, that's kind of intimidating, but you got to follow all these rules, or else you're in violation of U.S. Title 18, Section 241 and 242.
Yup.
Then when you hear that shit, then you go, that's the tricky part. The cops are powerful, honorable people, but with great power comes great responsibility, and they have to do this or else they fucked it up. There's another side to this. It's not just all dominance and no fucking rules. They got rules, and you got to call them out to magnify where they fucking it up at. And you should be able to address the, when they try to control you with it, you know that's where the power's at. They don't want you to expose them, gain a higher level of exposure about what it is they do on a day-to-day basis, and they don't want you to be armed just in case you discover some shit that goes, oh shit, here we go. Like, it all goes together. Because if what it is that we need to address about law enforcement and government is ever truly understood for being as flawed as it is, you're gonna have to fight them. That's where the gun comes in. That's where it comes in.
And that's another thing, too, is officers need to understand that flipping them off for freedom of speech.
Right.
Which means
It's
fuck
like-
you.
I
That's all it means.
heard the ego of a sergeant Tuesday night, and my video's up on my channel. And he shoved me.
He shoved you. Wow.
Yeah.
I got arrested in Marengo for interference because I was just standing in the street recording a domestic,
And you
the
know
cop
what's-
come and shoves me further in the street claiming it's for my safety.
And you know what's strange?
They're not there for us.
This
No,
is what's
not at
strange.
all.
This is what bugs me that people can't see behind the illusion. This is the kind of shit that bugs me. If that same cop had a firearm on him, but was not a cop, you could disrespect him, his wife, and his fucking kids in front of every fucking body and be a total asshole. You would be rude, but if you did that, that wouldn't mean that he can now put his hands on you. Because if he did, he would go to jail. And I'm talking about the guy who is a cop now, but wouldn't have to be a cop. The same guy will be on both sides of the issue. He would be wrong if he put his hands on you for what you said if he wasn't a cop. And while being a cop, what does he do? The cop shit. He says that what you say can get you arrested. That's dumb. That this one man tried to play both sides depending on if he's got the badge or not. Get the fuck out of here. I will say what the fuck I want to any motherfucking cop, and I bet you. If it ever led to some physical confrontation, what y'all need to know is that, show the sign, cuz, you can't put your hands on somebody over words. You can't do it. And it's true for everybody. A sentiment like that is not meant to be like, oh, this is just for these guys or under these circumstances. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Hey, has anybody out here heard about the black woman that was killed after being called a nigga in Cedar Rapids about 2 weeks ago?
I haven't heard about that.
I've seen it.
Yeah, I did a live stream about this a few days ago. That's
that
where I
might
got the
be
sign
where I
from.
heard.
You can't fight people over words.
For real.
There was a confrontation between some white folks and some black folks. The white woman, I don't know if she was being called away from the fight, the argument, or if she heard the N-word and went, this is going too far, I'm going home. So she went to retreat into her apartment with her white husband or boyfriend or whatever. And as she did that, the black woman rushed her, tackled her, fighting her. The white guy stood in the threshold of his doorway when he stabbed her. Stabbed her.
Oh, yeah, I did.
And she died. This black woman died after being called a nigga, and he's going to get off.
Yeah,
I heard that he
She
already
started
got
the
off.
physical fight.
Yeah, she shouldn't have did that.
The white woman was retreating. She had her back to her. She was going home. Either she was saying, I don't like that happened either. This needs to end right now. Or the guy was saying, come on, get out of that and let's go. Either way, whatever made her say that she wanted out of there is going to help their case.
And the police didn't say anything about it.
Nope. No. I think they're investigating it right now, thinking of possibly filing some charges, but they don't know. They're actually assuming that maybe not. Maybe not. And that kind of sucks considering the circumstances, but it's true. And you can't get it passed because you're black, you can't get it passed because you're white, and none of that shit. You can't put your hands over somebody over worse. And if you do that, you've got to know that makes you the bad guy. And if you're a cop and you try to suppress somebody's freedom of speech or expression, you are out of your damn mind. You ain't tough enough to deal with that. You're not tough enough to deal with some words. Your ass bugging. And he saw you.
He mad as fuck.
My man's is giving the cop that just rolled past to the finger, and he just rolled past like whatever. You know what's so crazy though? Is that cops take that shit personally, and I don't never mean it to be personal when I say fuck the police. I don't like McDonald's food, okay? But if there's a cute cashier in the McDonald's, I might date her. I don't like where she works, but I might date her though.
Yeah, appreciate it.
And then I'll try to convince her to maybe quit that job because the food is trash, or why are you peddling this shit to kids with all the fucking cartoons and the toys and the blah blah blah. We can talk about all that healthy shit later. Just like with a cop. Yeah, thank you. I work with an ex-sheriff, and if he was a sheriff, I wouldn't indulge my personal life and my feelings and try to chit chat with this dude. I wouldn't give a fuck. But he's not a sheriff. He works for me in the aerospace industry now. So now I see him as an equal. So I have nothing to be on guard about with him because he's not rocking with no illusion that says that under different circumstances, his life will trump mine. Confusions could lead to me being harmed by him, and I should just let him do that. Wait for my day in court type shit. I would never respect this dude to be friends with him if he's still carrying that illusion. He let that shit go. He's not a sheriff. Now I can be friends with him. But it's not a personal thing. I don't personally hate all the cute cashiers worldwide that work at McDonald's because I don't rock with the food. I don't hate y'all. If you cute, you cute. I put my phone number in the bio. Like, come on, like, listen. But I don't gotta like your food. I don't gotta like what you do for a living. I can actually think you whack as fuck for doing that. And any man really, a guy who's not even a cop yet, who's thinking about applying tomorrow, let me tell you what I think about your decision to go apply to be a police officer tomorrow, to start on your path to that career. I think you're a psycho, and I think you're a pussy for doing that. Because you want to go sign up for something that'll make you the boss of some people that you don't even know, and that should sound strange to you. Providing protection for people in society that cannot or will not protect themselves, hey, people are free to assemble to offer them services. And everybody else is free to subscribe to the services. But why is there not a subscription? If I want nothing to do with the police, why do I got to deal with y'all? Why can't I deal with the reactionary part of your job and then not give in to all the other shit? Because y'all slowing y'all reaction. The national response time for y'all reaction is whack as fuck. Who the fuck will wait that long for somebody to help you? Man, get the fuck out of here. I think you less of a man for taking the job of law enforcement, and you're even less of a man if you depend on them to save you and your kids. You pass the buck off to them for him to be the one to save you, you bugging. Get a gun. Fucking retard. Y'all tweaking, bro. Y'all deny all the nature all the time about everything. That's why you can't have shit. Because all of the natural shit is too much responsibility, too much weight for y'all to live, and y'all pussy. That shit crazy. What man says, hey, don't you know you got the opportunity to defend your life and your kids with a firearm? You know that's there. And you realize that and you go, nah, you bugging, bro. You tweaking. Fuck out of here. Never would I pass up the opportunity to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take that. Who will recognize that and not do it, man? Y'all bugging. for the people that choose that, that's cool. Then choose that. Don't be mad at me for choosing because you mad because I didn't choose the way you did. Fuck out of here, bro. We is like hornets, boy. Expect the stinger.
Why do it seem so fucking dead out
That's
there?
messed up. What up, lunch meat? Daria, Gematria Nerd, what up? You always showing love and respect. I see you just added Bamboo. What up, Bamboo Ghost?
In the middle of the aisle,
What up, Ghost? Thanks.
as soon as you go around them, they swerve.
Yeah.
Bamboo, my guy.
You
What up,
goddamn
man?
right, they do.
Freedom
They
of
all in your
speech.
fucking
Yes.
way, bro.
And you know what's dope about freedom of speech is that it just makes sense like that's what it's supposed to be. That's why I don't put my weight into the Constitution at all. It's a highly complicated piece of work about a whole bunch of simple shit. What would the world look like if people actually expected to not be able to say what it is they want to say, even if it hurts some feelings? Don't you know you'll never be able to censor that? Everybody gonna be offended and you know it. It's a task that it don't even make any sense to even try to even fulfill. To make people not say what they want to say, man, don't even try that. You gotta wait for something more solid. You be spinning your wheels, wasting your life, trying to control that little bit when that's a dead deal, bro. That's a dead road. It ain't gonna never happen. That's why you don't need the second. That's why you don't need the Constitution for them to write that shit down, bro.
Oh, some of the bag pouches he got.
What's that?
Oh, some of the bag pouches he got. And he got a holler. I think he got a holler sound like you. With the magnifier.
Hey, and they ended my other live stream, but my guy back here, he facing some jail time over nothing, over some dumb shit. Are we going inside the police station? Nah. I know people, you know, take me as being like kind of antagonistic a little bit, kind of abrasive with my shit. I never intend on pushing the envelope that far. I just want to get out here and talk to the people, really.
They smoking dope. Talking about you going in.
Hell no. Fuck, I look like going in like this? Nah, bro.
You trying to die?
I don't need to do all. I don't even need to do all that to prove my point. Yo, they
You
said
really don't.
don't show my gun, and that's what they in the live. That's what my guy was saying, man. I ain't trying to hit none of that. We always do that, bro. This is what the whole thing is. I would rather just end like fucking 6 live streams to be forced to upload shit than to not show the guns in the live stream because I don't want them to end it. But then fuck it, I just record some shit and edit some shit later on and some shit like that. What's up there?
They want to go in there and basically talk to him go like this. Hey, yo, oh, well, I'm saying my black ass.
That's funny. They actually talking about going in. They actually talking about going in. RPM not going in. I don't know enough about how that's supposed to work, and they're doing that for me to just jump out and do that right now just because I ain't doing it.
You guys want to go? It's up to you. If you're not, just hang out. Well, share.
Yeah, they talking about going in. Alright, going in. I'm gonna say no because I don't know enough about how that's gonna work.
They don't have any signs saying no gun club. As long as you don't go to restricted area.
That's true. That's still in some other.
We had a real
Somebody's got to bring out here the real.
it was
Oh yeah, we was in
Texas.
Texas. Yo, we was in Texas. We was in Austin, Texas. We was on the Capitol grounds in Austin, Texas, and had what 3 sheriffs or 4?
Shit, it was 4.
It was at least 4. It must have been at least 4. 4 sheriffs ran down on us when we was on Capitol grounds, Austin, Texas, in July, just this past July.
He wasn't inside. Bro, we was outside.
We was outside, but we was inside the gate though.
Bro, the Capitol
Outside,
was like
outside the building.
over where Hardy's was at, and we was inside the
It's a
gate,
lot of-
literally.
Yes, a lot of space.
Bro, literally from like right here to where that pole is at. And
We
then,
about
bro,
15,
came
20
down
feet.
the hill. He came down the hill with his shit ready.
His AR ready, no
Ready.
sling or nothing.
Nothing.
AR
Did
ready.
you have live then?
Huh?
Did you have live then?
I wasn't live streaming at the time, but I
We
did.
was damn near about to go.
Yeah, we was damn near finna go. I did live stream like 20 minutes before that.
Yeah.
I got a live stream of us being down in Austin, Texas, outside the gate, getting hugs and shit for the.
He
Yeah, he was like,
he was on bullshit. Yeah.
down when he was talking to Buddy, white
Yeah.
Buddy that was with us. And then once we got outside the gate at Capitol Grounds, he was cool. He turned it off like a switch. He was like, I just wanted to tell you guys can't be in there with the long lines
He
or whatever,
came.
blah, blah, blah.
He was
And I'm
on
like,
good bullshit.
and I was so turned on by everything that was happening. I forgot to mention to him, and I wish I would have.
Right.
This is technically a pistol. You staying on long ones.
Right.
So
Oh, you got one of them with a 9-inch barrel?
it's 10 and a half.
Yeah,
That's still considered a pistol?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a pistol. Everything under 16 with a pistol. I'm with the ATF don't like that. They wrote these fucking rules and said okay a while ago. Now they trying to go back on the shit that they said was okay with no fucking grounds. But man, come on, man, don't get me started with the ATF again. Fuck the ATF, bro. They don't make laws or none of that anyway. We shouldn't even let them say what it is that they saying without taking it as a threat. Because if I wrote down some shit I was finna do, and you can clearly see the people who it is that I'm talking to, and then I make this verbal announcement very clear about required reactions to what it is that I'm asking for with any kind of fee attached to it whatsoever, with consequences to your life if you don't. If I did all that shit and I just said that shit in front of everybody, knowing what I gotta do to even fulfill everything that I said, y'all will call me something, but y'all won't call them that. And that shit is dumb. It's that simple. Fuck the ATF. I am so tired of y'all being bitches, bruh. I'm tired of it, bruh. Y'all crazy. You kids can't understand this stuff. You can't come out and verbally, even on your magical fucking paper and your signatures, threaten 40 million people with what you gonna do to them if they don't comply to your shit.
Hey, sorry to interrupt, but you guys want to go inside?
Nah,
Nah?
I'm not going inside.
You got a pig with a gun with you.
Oh shit! Yep. That might work. Nah. I don't have enough self motivation myself to do that. I would have to think about what that would do for me, how I feel about it, how I would do it myself, and then go do it on my own. I can't go with some people I just met to go do something I ain't never did before like that. But hey, that's cool though. That's cool if y'all doing that. Y'all know what y'all doing. Y'all think y'all know what. That's cool. Hell yeah. Let's go. I just don't know enough myself. I would have to do a bunch of test runs myself so I can be convinced myself. I would have to go in there without one, check the scene out myself, ask some fucking questions.
Do it where you live first.
Yeah, especially where you live too. Yeah, I'm away from my home. My bed ain't here, so I can't run like that.
Hey, off my color alone, I ain't doing it.
Say what?
Off my color alone, I'm not doing it.
Oh yeah.
You crazy?
Yeah, nah, bro. Nah, I would have to.
You can see how they did folks ass in Memphis.
Who that?
See how they just did folks in Memphis, nigga. And Tyree nigga.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Alright. Get you and get the chance.
No, I don't know if anybody got a police scanner. Does anybody have a? Hey, you guys got a police scanner? Does anybody have a police scanner? Oh yeah, somebody does got a police camera.
You can download that shit on your phone too.
Yeah, you can download it on your phone. I'm gonna go over and get the last word to see what they got going on or whatever. I'm gonna let him plug his channel and shit too. And yeah, we're gonna see what's going on. Let's see.
What I assume we'll have to do is get the request for records, the market down, or not records, but you since records and stuff, I'm assuming, but you should still be able to put it in the communications and that way you don't gotta come back.
I was going to turn this on when I got here.
So I'm gonna go inside. You guys are welcome to stay outside. It's up to you. I don't want to. We're just gonna go in. We're gonna see if we can order request some information. Was there talking shit on me the last time they were there? Was it?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
just want to see what officer said it, because that's a policy.
You guys are welcome to stay out here. Comments all up.
Yeah, I'm from what they call Little Chicago. I'm in Peoria.
Oh yeah, yeah. I fucking hate Illinois. I'm from Freeport.
Yeah, we from
yeah,
Freeport.
yeah.
We hate. I never
I
lived
didn't
in
know you
Illinois
was in
yet.
Illinois, bro.
Yeah, that's what we
What's so
from.
crazy is like we get out here doing these open carry demonstrations and shit like all the time, right?
Yeah, no.
On a neighbor state. You think we can get out like this in Illinois?
Literally in Dubuque,
No.
you cross the bridge, it's over with for your ass.
And that's a contradiction that's staring everybody in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That the state of Iowa is watching them violate the Constitution with people's lives on the lines and ain't nobody doing nothing about it. That's why I say, man, Constitution what? Constitution what, bro?
Right.
Talk to me about the fucking Constitution.
Right.
Throw it out so we can see what's really going on.
Right.
Throw it all out so we can see what's really happening.
I wouldn't ever move back to that fucking shithole.
Fuck Illinois.
Especially with that fucking assault weapon ban they passed out there.
Magazine ban and all
Well,
type of shit,
they're
bro.
fighting it right now. It's, the Illinois court system has put a blockage on that at the moment. So,
Yeah, because remember I told you the sheriffs in Stevenson County said, fuck y'all.
now my county,
good.
Peoria, says they're going to go after us.
That's fucked up.
And see, they open a gate for some places to do this stuff.
Stevenson County said, fuck y'all, bitch.
Yeah. There's a lot of counties around there just like, nah, we not rocking.
Yeah, we ain't rocking with this shit.
But somebody is between state governments, between Iowa and Illinois, neighboring states. We are watching them in a glaring contradiction. Where Illinois says we are not infringing on nobody's constitutional rights by doing this, and Iowa says no, this is how you do the Constitution, and we are watching them fucking up. Ask a Iowa politician. They would say, yeah, we're standing right here watching the state of Illinois being run by government by government that violate everybody's constitutional right in front of everybody, and nobody's gonna do nothing about it. They would have to say that. That's why I'd be like, Constitution what, bro? We're still fighting for free speech. We're still fighting over the gun shit. If the Constitution was so fucking magical, why they set us up to still be fighting for 250 years over the same shit? As if it's not even there. It's almost like the Constitution not there. That's what it kind of feels like. What is it doing? Keeping us in this motherfucking fight to be 3-card Molly, hypnotized on all the magic signatures in the paper. For what? Why they trying to convince us that if you can't find the little red ball under the cup, then you don't get your rights just depending on what state you live in. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Whoever doing the Constitution wrong is being watched by somebody doing it right, and they not doing nothing about it. Enemies, foreign and domestic, the state of Iowa, state police, not no people, the state police, should line up along the Mississippi River and look over to Illinois and say, change that Second Amendment, or we're gonna come over there and make y'all change that shit by force if necessary, because we not playing. Nobody fucks with the Constitution right in front of us like we don't see you. They not gonna never do that though. But the state of Iowa says this is how you do the Second Amendment. Illinois go, nah, like this, and you go, nah, y'all wrong, and leave it. Just let them go, don't you? How many people got their lives changed, modified, derailed off into some other shit, or possibly even lose their lives behind what Illinois says is constitutional on how they deal with firearms, while Iowa stand back and go, man, we wouldn't have did that then. We let Trey and Devereaux do whatever the fuck they want. Look at these niggas out here. AR-15, bulletproof vests, all these magazines, all this shit. Why Illinois going, y'all can't do that, and y'all can't have that. Because if we let y'all do that, then it's going to be dangerous, crazy, violent, blah, blah, blah. And we over here hugging people with the same shit that they just try to convince y'all is them being righteous in their interpretation of the Constitution. Get the fuck out of my life, bro.
They trying to pass that constitutional carry like you
National reciprocity
in Florida, where you don't gotta have a license or be trained to buy a gun.
Yeah.
Everybody all up in arms about this shit.
Why though?
Right, exactly. Why?
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 Why? Because you think it's gonna be dangerous? You know what's gonna be dangerous?
The criminals already got the fucking
It's
guns
telling
without
all
that.
of the good people with words not to do something, and then you watch them not do it. And all the bad people who said fuck it, they still got their shit while knowing that none of the good people got none of that shit.
Exactly.
If two fellas bump into each other in the streets on some street shit and they get into a conflict, you know who's going to win the fight if it's going to be a life or death conflict between these two fellas? Whoever said fuck the law that told me not to carry this gun. You could actually save your life by going fuck that. Or else you might lose to another felon who go, you listen to them say that you on parole, probation, don't touch that gun. I didn't. Now I'm going to win because I didn't listen to them.
Right.
You will lose to another fucking felon who said fuck that.
You got a laser on that too?
That shit
No,
crazy.
just a light.
Oh, just flash
Yeah,
it.
just a light with the red dot.
That shit crazy, bro. How y'all let them do that, bro? Y'all let them do whatever the fuck they want, man. Shit is wild. Yo, my guy, he in there. I don't hear no shots. They in there. They're in there. They're inside with their guns and all that. That's what's up. I say, hey, run that. Far too many emojis in his live stream. Thank you, RB. If I let him listen to putting out there. Thank you, Tyler B. Thank you, Tyler. Yeah, man, that's what's up, man. It's all natural stuff that you don't need no explanation for. It's obvious that a man can pick up anything he wants to use to defend his life. He can pick up whatever he get his hands on, and if he is in defense mode, it doesn't really matter what it is that he has, because whatever he has can be used to the best of his ability with whatever tool that he uses to do whatever the fuck he want to do to somebody that he got to defend himself with. Why would it ever matter?
I think they going to that corner down there.
It would never matter. It should never matter. And I should be able to say what the fuck it is that I want to say. Why would it ever matter? We got textbooks, different religions, a healthy person, a health nut, can be completely grossed out, feels offended, and recognizes the danger of a cookbook that he refuses to use because there's meat and dairy products and all the shit and all the fucking recipes and blah, 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 blah. He can point to heart disease and how many people that shit killed, all of that shit. He cannot verbally attack or even move forward to physically attack, subdue, or silence whoever's making the fucking cookbook with all the fucking fatty foods and the meats and the fucking cheeses and the fucking lactose and all that shit everywhere. And it don't matter how many people die behind what the fuck it is he's trying to curb as far as exposure and popularity in a fucking cookbook. Ain't none of that gonna matter. And you can see how ridiculous they will look to get involved in some shit like that. You go mad about a cookbook? Don't eat the food, bro, if you don't like it. And if it kills some people who adhere to that shit, then that's the life they chose. Who cares? We need to be fucking carefree about letting people live their life in all avenues, man. Including what the fuck they say, how they feel, and all of that. Because there's a holy book right now that's dissing my whole fucking soul. Because I don't adhere to their God. They said how they feel about me because of that. I can't be so opposed to that that I don't recognize how obvious that's going to be in a world full of people and diversity, that I let it hurt my feelings that according to somebody's holy book, My soul is hell-bound for pain, torture, and eternal damnation, and there's nothing I can do about it because I'm a dirty fucking sinner and blah, blah, blah. Come on, man. Come on, man. Somebody's holy book is dissing my entire existence. And I have to live my life and not care so much unless they bring it to some physical shit. No victim, no crime. From every angle that you could possibly think of, we are living 1,000 fucking examples of how we actually do that. But then when it comes to government and all this other little fucking petty in-between shit, we act like none of that shit matters. Like those rules or moral standards don't apply to what? To government? Because of, man, get the fuck out of here, bro. That shit apply to everybody all the time. It's universal, bottom line, natural truth, man. Y'all ass bugging, bro. Y'all tweaking. It's not even a debate. It's not even up for debate. It's just already true. I get to say what I want and it don't matter, man. We need legislation, all this other stuff to guide this shit. Y'all are convoluting the whole situation, man. Just be stern, straightforward, and honest with the nature of shit and say, for no reason whatsoever can anybody do anything to somebody else because of what they said, period. And we're not revisiting this no more. Grow the fuck up.
Waterloo.
And for defensive purposes, why would it matter if I had a 60-round drum in my AR? What does it matter that there's 60? I'm already out here for defense. The number of rounds is irrelevant. You would have to say you don't trust me with that. With that many. You have to say you don't trust me with the gun in general, bro. If a 30-round magazine made California feel like something, why the fuck is a 10-round mag okay? I'll just bring 6 of them. You idiot. Damn. Y'all that critical about the reload time that you think that that's enough time that, well, if you kill 10 people, then that'll give the other 50 people time to run. You gotta reload. And that's something we can accept, man. Get rid of all the guns and let it all go, California. Y'all are dumb. God damn. Micromanaging all this little dumbass shit all the time. Y'all sound fucking stupid. I'm tired of it.
Wait till they came out.
Listen to all this childish ass, stupid ass shit with everybody's life on the line too.
Yeah.
I'm just telling cuz how I was bugging on the ATF. Last week I deleted one of my motherfucking live streams. I'm like, I'm gonna get rid of that one. I was going a little far.
Oh yeah.
But the fact of the matter is that when we dealing with all the serious shit that we dealing with, then you watch people play these stupid ass unnecessary games. That shit frustrating, bro. This shit don't gotta be like this at all. It don't gotta be like this at all. That's what's so frustrating. Y'all be talking all this egotistical, weird ass shit because everybody think they right, everybody think they got it covered, and everything is okay by what you think you see. And 9 times out of 10, when people be so hellbound on hating guns, I know what that's coming from. I know one thing for sure: you don't have one.
Uh-oh, bro. That'll get you one.
Smart guy, you don't have one. You doing all that baby ass crying and talking about some shit that you know that you don't know. And if you was that smart, you would at least say, let me see what this gun shit about before I fucking hate on it. Nobody does that. They hate out of fear, then they stay there.
Why do y'all acting like females think y'all can shame people into not wanting to have a gun? They say it make me want to do them but go buy another one.
Yeah, you're not gonna shame me. How about a group hug protest? Oh yeah, we need a 1,000,000-man fucking hug party. Pause. Pause.
Oh damn, the fucking NBA player just got fined like $45,000 for saying no homo.
See? They trying to control that speech. And they act like they're not trying to control it. But they is though. What up, Paul?
They don't want to say they don't want to offend nobody. Bitch, we get offended every fucking day.
This the way I take it, okay? About identifying. I identify as a demigod who owes absolutely nothing to nobody unless I have created a victim.
I'm gonna roll. Nice meeting you.
Yeah, nice meeting you too, man.
Peace out, bro.
Yep. Be safe out there. I'm down in CR quite a bit. I work down there if you need anything sometime.
Yeah. I'll stay in touch with Flex and all that, and we'll do some more of these.
Dee knows how to get a hold of me,
Yeah,
and I've got your email. We've emailed back and forth a couple times.
that's what's up.
All right. Catch you later.
Yeah. Thank you, Green Arrow. You always showing much love too, man. That's what's up, man. Yo, Green Arrow got some good shit going on too. Yo, man, you be like, you was really helping me like get used to Twitter and like try to indulge. But with all these social media outlets, man, and all these things going on, man, I can only delegate my time and energy to like 2, maybe 3 of them, man. I don't be on Twitter enough, and maybe I should be, but fuck. Yeah,
I
man.
didn't mean to interrupt your feed and everything. With Second Amendment, y'all. That's what I be talking about. See, I'm an auditor too. I just don't do the Second Amendment yet. I'm working on getting my rights back. You know what I'm saying? But indeed, I appreciate y'all. Do y'all thing. Y'all want to shout anything out?
Yeah, man. Check out my YouTube at RPM Trey Vietnam. Check my YouTube out. I'm more than a Second Amendment auditor because I really do believe that the Second Amendment is really reflecting on the natural right of a man to defend his life with whatever he can get his hands on. We are Hornets. You're supposed to expect a stinger. To think that a man is not going to do what he can do to protect his life would be foolish. You have to assume that and then respect it because you deserve the same thing. And if they threw the Second Amendment out, it will already still be true that I got a right to do this. And I say, throw it out, let's see what happens. Just throw it out and watch me not give up a goddamn thing because it's already true, bro.
Yeah. We have self-preservation, man.
Self-preservation is the first law of nature.
Oh yeah. We give y'all my card, man.
Yeah.
I definitely support y'all. You want to shout anything out?
Just follow me on Instagram, man. RPM got both. That's
Okay.
where I'm at.
Okay.
Yeah. And check me out on Instagram too. RPM Trey Vietnam on Instagram and YouTube. Run my shit up and subscribe. I be talking that shit. Fuck the government and the police. They just people. They are not gods. I'm the God.
Indeed.
I'm the God.
Indeed. Yes. That's Mystery Big Show too, y'all. Take care.
Right, bro. I got you.
Yeah.
Indeed. I was just talking about doing over here. Well, I'm from here, so I gotta be a little more careful.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, you got to step different when you home or when you got home court advantage, you step a little different, and when you on strange land, you adjust a little bit. Hey, yo, my guy emerged from the belly of the beast. He made it out. Look at that. That's what's up. Super hot. Yeah. I'm trying to check it out. Don't know what's going on, but it's oh no, you're fine. What was that guy? He was asking what was going on.
He said he do the.
Okay,
He said he do the artist too.
Yeah, he do all this too. He said.
We weren't sure about there.
We almost never get like. We almost never get like haters like right down the faces.
What's going on?
Yo, vultures do that.
They do.
It's interwoven into the lane of law enforcement for them to act like this. What do they act like? They act like snakes, vultures. They act like all the animals that we know coming with the shady shit. And their job make them do this. Because even if he really rock with his line of work, he will feel like that's in or out of the uniform. But if he lost his job today, you think that he would come out here for the same reason to act like that with a gun, circling and acting like that? He wouldn't say shit to me.
I think they took it off.
What cop would say a word to me if he had 2 very nice guns and no badge?
Why would it be busy?
Nothing. There's a lot of confidence, a lot of bullshit, unwarranted confidence that comes behind wearing that badge and that costume, bro.
Second Amendment, baby. It's freedom.
Freedom.
Hold people accountable. I want to get my fucking right to have these guns. Fire to say it's the fire. You don't need permission for it.
Safe? You screaming at YouTube right Yeah, come on in. Yo, RPM Trey Vietnam, bitch. If you don't know my YouTube, check me out. RPM Trey Vietnam. I do the whole gun rights activism and all that, but honestly, yo, the way I feel about it, the Second Amendment.
What's going on, man?
I feel like it's a setup. I say throw it out so we see what the real deal is. Because my rights are already true. My rights are not amend the vote. If they want me to focus on the amendment and then they 3-car Molly switch this shit around between state to state because all the laws can be consistent while we're good states, quote unquote good states like Iowa, watch a state like Illinois, a neighboring state, treat people like less than human about their rights, while we over here in Iowa, AR-15 out, bulletproof vest, all this type of shit. Ski mask. Police can't do or say nothing to me, and they know it. But over in Illinois, this same shit, where I'm getting waves from police officers, this same stuff would get me arrested at the least. And most, if I resist or try to act like I shouldn't be cool in Illinois, like in Ireland, they would shoot me. And then the police would say, hey, that's what's supposed to happen. And everybody praise the police like they did something good for doing something in Illinois that a cop in Iowa would not do to me for the same shit. Man, y'all bugging, y'all tweaking. RPM train Vietnam in this bitch. I say, throw the Second Amendment out. Throw the whole Constitution out so we can just linger on what the truth is. That is already nationally true and we didn't need that. They're playing a game. They want to amend the amendment to see how many dumb people follow the fucking paper and then accept it as some kind of reality. Or the way it's supposed to be. Untrue. It's already too late. We on this, boy. Expect the stinger. The gun is mine. I don't need no permit, no none of that shit. Once I wrap these 5 fingers around and handle that motherfucker, it's mine, bro. It's mine, bro. You cannot have it. Unless I have created a victim out of somebody. And if I did that, I gotta face that. And you don't need no law to write that down either. Nature gonna get you. That's what happens. All this wishy-washy shit with the police and government, all this other shit, man. Look, man, they have hijacked humanity so they can guide this shit, so they can play guys down here. I'm the guy. I'm the given guy. Understand? U.S. Title 18, Section 242. I think somebody just said that in the comments. That's what's up. Because they're all guilty of violating U.S. Title 18, Section 241 and 242. They're all guilty. You're not supposed to conspire to violate that Constitution and the natural rights implied in that shit. And if you didn't know you was doing that, hey, that's the pain of being a police officer. You got this great responsibility, you got this great power, there's great responsibility. You got to walk a fine line between protecting and serving the fucking community without violating them. I wouldn't take that job. Fuck that shit. I would not want to be a cop, bro. I can't boss my kids for life. I can't get my kids to watch the dishes and clean their room. They fight my authority for birth until they leave my fucking house, and no matter what I do, all I can really do is try to call it into an agreement to be subdued by my control.
He trying to watch through the
buildings. All I can
buildings.
do. Can't even control my kids for life. They grow up and they'll leave the house, and if their life gets them killed, I can't subdue them with a gun on my hip and all these rules, regulations, statutes, orders, and all not even save my child's life could I do that. I couldn't do that. I gotta let my kids go out into the world and let their dumbass lives get them killed if that's what it's gonna be, because my love cannot make me control them for life. We gotta let them go. But I can't be that free from the fucking government. Come on, bro. Y'all bugging, bro. Y'all bugging. Stop letting them do that shit. I love the Second Amendment for whatever it's supposed to be doing. It's not doing enough. We still fight for 250 years over the same shit. Over the same stuff. How? What good did it do for us? We all, for those that really rock with the Second Amendment and we know what's up, we all say from our cold dead hands, and we talk about the tree, and we talk about all this other shit. All y'all sound like me though, when y'all do that. Because what I know is that if they took the Second Amendment, scratched it out the Constitution, balled it up, flushed it down the fucking toilet, and set the house on fire, it wouldn't matter. It's still already true. Now what you gonna do to get it from? Because now the nature's just gonna be the nature. You gonna try to control me, and I'm gonna return fire. What? There is nothing else, bro. The Second Amendment it's not that important. The Second Amendment is not that important. It's important to speak that legal shit. But who's going to give in if they change it? Who's going to give in if they change it? If they successfully change it on paper, are you going to give in, or are you going to point to the nature like me? Come on, bro.
Folks drove through the alley when they parked down at the end of the alley. I'm facing this way trying to look.
The police?
Yeah, as soon as they start walking up, he start bagging up and pulling off.
They just out here, bro.
Bro, you could have pulled it right here.
And I know we on the sidewalk outside of the police station, all this, so y'all might be on like higher alert. But y'all, the police should be encouraging this kind of shit, knowing exactly what it is that America is known for.
You should come out and salute, bitch. Give me a head.
He should come salute. How the fuck is he got a reaction like this over some right that he took an oath to protect?
Right.
Come on, man. All this funny ass fucking wishy-washy
He said
business
this.
on the police, y'all bugging.
Well, his ass was made in China.
Who that there?
The police. His ass was made in China.
Man, he
And
bugging.
what people need to start talking about is, well, like over there in California, how they finna have the foreigners working for the police department.
Yeah.
Legally, if you pay taxes legally, it like any United States just like that.
Hey, yo, I'm gonna give Flex his channel back.
What's going on, gang? What y'all on?
Hey, Flex, your audience is calling.
What y'all
for
on,
you.
gang?
Well, at least
Tap
one
in.
person. One person said, give Flex his channel back.
Hey, I'll make sure. Don't worry, I'll be highlighting you guys and get you all the links so you guys can watch them as well. Solid dude. I'm sure you're gonna see more of us together. So
RPM Trade Vietnam, check me out on YouTube. I do rock with the Second Amendment, but I do know that if they take the Second Amendment, the real truth will be there. That's what we're gonna stand up for. I say throw it out now. Let's tap the keg on the party juice, man. Tap the keg. Let's go. I'm tired of playing.
yeah, don't worry, guys. I'll definitely be sharing it.
RPM Trade Vietnam.
Down to the sheriff. Yeah, what's up? Want to go down to the sheriff?
Yeah.
Do you want to go back in one time?
Yeah, you want to go? All right,
We're
we're
just
gonna
gonna try
go
the
in real
phone.
fast and see if we could get some information. Then we'll be right
I
back.
think it's shift change, so I think we should go in.
Okay.
Y'all be having whole shit going on. I'll be lost sometimes. I'm trying to read the comment. Yeah, there's no such thing as hate speech.
Ain't no such thing as no fucking amendments and none of that shit, bitch.
None of
I
that
said,
shit.
bitch, all that shit is some bullshit.
It's some
Let's
bullshit.
let's just get down to the nitty gritty. Everything you fucking know is bullshit.
Yeah.
Period.
That's why I be bugging out with y'all, man, with this stuff. I think it's so easy that the fact that they can get their shit off at all, I just be surprised. How y'all let them even rock like this?
Remember, I showed you the statistics of youth in the police department, how many police versus how many people. How the fuck do 90 sworn officers control 60,000 fucking people?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
We got just over 200 police officers in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And the whole metropolitan area is like 160,000 people. 200 people is running 160,000 people?
There's no fucking way.
How y'all do that? How y'all do that? What up, Rick James?
There's no fucking way. Mind control is a motherfucker.
Yeah, it is. No such thing as gun violence.
Period.
It's just violence.
Yeah, facts.
It's
That's a
just
fact.
violence that somebody used a gun with. Same thing like that black on black crime shit.
So when people get beat to death, what kind of violence is that?
Right. And why the fuck is hands and feet killing more people than the AR-15? But y'all don't get a category for that with the hands and feet to call that something with a spooky name on it to tell people, yo, you see somebody in public with their fist balled up, you should be worried.
They can
fuck
tell
outta here.
They can tell these motherfuckers anything.
Anything. If they write it on the motherfucking paper, they got a chance for people to follow suit.
Right.
They write the Second Amendment on paper, and then they fuck with it, and when they throw it out, they want you to throw your fucking feelings and your natural inclination to preserve your life. They want you to throw all that shit out too.
Get you all type of buzzwords and shit.
Yeah. They be like, let's do this, and then when we throw it out, watch how many people go with the shit. Like fucking fake throwing a fucking ball to a dog, and the dog go out there running looking for the ball, and you got the fucking ball.
Just like black on black violence is a bullshit ass term.
And
All that
I ain't
shit.
never seen two niggas willing to shoot at each other, get involved in some shit because they hate that the other guy was black and this is a major part of the fucking conflict.
Right.
Like it's a pivotal point of the conflict. So how y'all compare black on black crime to what the police do to niggas?
If anything is fucking economic violence.
Yes. It's always an economic
Environmental
thing.
violence. Fuck you talking about, yeah.
Environmental, yes. Economic, hell yeah. But you can't get a whole bunch of rich ass niggas to do a whole bunch of wild crazy shit to each other. Young teenage kids who got, if you tell a 17-year-old kid that he is about to embark on his manhood and he's gonna take over his father's multi-million-dollar company and all that sort of shit, you think you can get that boy to sell crack?
Hell no, that'll be
The fuck
fucking
out of
violence.
what? This is an economic thing.
Yeah.
It was some motherfuckers about a year or so ago talking about the potential for economic collapse and all this other shit. And what they realized is that it would be unlikely for there to be a civil war or a very damaging physical conflict politically or whatever, because the economy was still sustainable, and that's why none of that would happen. They are literally saying that if the money is right, you can keep people from fighting because the desperation in the fucking bad economy will cause people who chilling right now to potentially be violent if you can't keep them comfortable with that shit. That's what they said. And then they look at these motherfucking hoods where financially, economically, these people are beaten down, and then when they don't act right, motherfuckers go, that's black on black crime. Y'all sound dumb as fuck. That's why I don't rock with a whole lot of shit that be going on, man. I'm fucking tired of it. All of the conflicting speaking points and all this other shit that be going on CNN and MSNBC and all this other shit. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Y'all tweaking, bro. Y'all convolute a whole lot of crazy shit to make it seem real complicated, but it's not, though. The money is fake. Y'all broke a whole bunch of laws and shit to even get the money to the stage that it's in right now, and it's built to fail. We don't got no fucking reserves. The Federal Reserve ain't federal. All that shit is whack as fuck, and you're supposed to just fucking know that. And if you don't know that, they will just get the game over on you because you don't know it. You got to know that shit.
Big ass game of Monopoly.
Yeah, and then they use this fake ass money on a global scale to be this imperialistic thing that it is. And I know it sucks when I'm talking about your country, but what I'm really talking about is your government. The country is fine, the government is fucked up. And you don't gotta like that shit. And I wouldn't, if I was some mob guy and I did a whole bunch of bad stuff to feed my family, but my family was well off. If my daughter realized that I was some kind of a hitman or some shit like that, she don't need to be thankful for the life that I provided with her with that and then ignore the fact that I'm a hitman. She can go, I don't like you, and you're my father. But what the fuck is going on? I don't gotta like this shit. I don't care how I benefited from it. I would rather not benefit than to fucking have this shit like this. And that's how I feel about this fucking U.S. government. They can say there's a land of free, there's a land of the free, the home of the brave, and the opportunities, and all of that shit. Come on, bro. It's not like I don't appreciate that shit, but I don't have to stand by and watch my father be a fucking hitman and then be proud. Come on, man. I don't have to let this illusion of authority do what it do to the world, and then me pretend that it's okay because I'm somehow benefit from it. So let it rock.
And it is slave home with a scam.
Hell yeah, this shit crazy. Anybody who can tell you that you got a right to protect yourself and then that this right isn't consistent from state to state or from one year to the next because it's all constantly changing, man, y'all can't keep y'all story straight. But how though? Because the natural laws already tell you what the fuck it is way before y'all put pen to paper. About nothing. Fucking asshole. I'm a human being. I get to protect my fucking life with whatever I get my hands on if I'm not hurting nobody. See, Vietnam, do you think about soft terms like friendly fire, and do you think we are already in the state of, what do you mean antebellum? Because I heard that word before, but I'm not quite sure what it means.
Slavery, that's the first one I heard, antebellum.
Oh. What do you think about soft terms like friendly fire? What do you mean like friendly fire? You mean like, do I believe these fucking friendly fire situations are not friendly fire when people get involved in this shit and like war and shit? Like, what do you mean? I'm gonna need the antebellum definition too, because I'm not quite sure. I'm not exactly sure what that means. Thank you. You have the rights for your compliment there. I am great in thinking. I try to be. This is what I try to do. Whatever the absolute truth is, as harshly as I can say it without exaggerating or changing what it is that I'm actually talking about, I say, give me the hardest way to say this because that's what I'm gonna call the truth. And that's what I do.
So we're gonna be heading down to the buildings down to the sheriff's department.
Okay.
I just want to know who it
Yeah,
is.
we're gonna go hang out around the sheriff's for a bit.
All right. We're gonna go hang around the sheriff's department. Let me see what battery power and all that I got. Man, yo, we might have to call this one. And it's about time too. I'm on a time schedule right now too. We go to the sheriff's station. Antebellum is a pre-state of civil war. Yes, I do believe we are, and I think we've been there for a long time.
Occurring or existing before a particular war, especially the American Civil War.
Yeah, we are in that. I think we are in that, and you can tell because like people are saying harsh stuff. People like me are saying, "Man, y'all folk with that Second Amendment, we can get it cracking out this bitch, but we shouldn't be talking like that." But that's because government is going, I'm going to get an assault weapons ban before I buy. See? When things like that are being spoken of in that way, then, oh yeah, we just entered into that shit. Yeah, that's what we on. That is exactly where we at right now. And I think we've been there for a while too. The legal system was created to benefit the ruling class and not the peasant tax cattle. You damn right. We are cash cows on a tax farm, and that's what it's for. Whatever the system seems to do best is what it intended to do. And what it does best is collect taxes and bomb shit. That's what it's there for. To knock shit over on your dime. That shit is whack. That's what it does. So when I say that, and I'm not exaggerating or making anything up, and we can see that that's absolutely true, it should ruin any gun love that anybody got now. Because you're not supposed to be okay with that, even if you're benefiting from it. I don't dig this U.S. Imperialism and all this shit they doing around the globe. For them to have all of the technology that we got right now in humanity, and all of this fake ass love that we got for the world and for everybody in it. How the fuck we got all of these abilities and awareness, but we can't bring no peace on earth? We can't even get close to it. How's that happening? Because if it was up to me and nobody else could fucking do a thing, if I was the fucking king of the earth or the dictator of this bitch, I bet you I would set it right. Because the first order of business is gonna be telling everybody that their whole fucking life is up to you and can't nobody fuck with your shit, rock your shit. If you hurt somebody gonna come see you. Until then, let's go, let's get it. And I will be clearly reaching not for global domination or some one world government. I will be reaching for extending and raising the quality of life in the health industry on some real shit, not what the medical, what Big Pharma doing. Not what the World Economic Forum and Bill Gates and all these motherfuckers are colluding to do. Not that type of shit. I'm talking about real medicine, the real shit. Hyper focus on it, actually. Hyper focus. If you want to make some kids do some shit, fucking provide nothing but the healthy food so that there is nothing. You eat the healthy shit and you starve. Getting this bullshit food off these shelves that these people are making all of this money on, and then in turn causing all this cancer and autism or whatever the fuck else is at the root of all this other stuff, so you can feed these people who rely on this convenience of this nasty food. So now you can hand them over to all the cancer treatment centers and all this other shit, man. Stop playing, bruh. How y'all able to do all of these things, but y'all can't recognize where y'all fucking it up and what the best thing is to do to fix it, and then to do that shit expeditiously instead of all of this war that y'all love that shit. It's the loudest thing y'all say ever. Get the fuck out of here, man. That's why we are where we are, because people won't just say what it is and just say what's wrong with it. I don't care how fanciful it sounds, it doesn't matter. That utopian shit, I dig the idea of it, because I think we should be reaching for it. And then if you never fucking get it, so fucking what? But to make that honest reach for it, then you be like, whatever we can obtain from this fucking dream world of this utopian society, whatever we can get from it, we'll be happy to get that much, but we do want it all and we going. Why y'all not doing that? Y'all some go along to get along type of niggas, and that's why we can't have shit, because y'all some bitches, bro. Motherfuckers straight pussy, tired of it. With y'all big tough asses. Letting a whole bunch of motherfucking, letting a whole bunch of old guys run the fucking World Economic Forum and let them rock your shit. I will beat Klaus Schwab the fuck up. He's a pussy. He's an old ass man. I will dust his ass. But he about to run the world right now because y'all pussy. That's all it is. Scary motherfuckers. Yo, we go RPM Trade Vietnam. We actually gonna end this live stream here pretty soon. My battery died and shit. I got some other things to go. I want to get out here real quick and meet these guys. But check out Flex Your Freedom on YouTube. He do some real hilarious First Amendment argument, and he's serious. As serious as I am about this gun shit, is how serious he is about the gun shit too. But that First Amendment, he be putting them on their shit with that shit, bro. And he facing some jail time right now. I'm gonna have him come over here and give y'all a little sign off or whatever. But
I don't know.
I heard the Attorney General's.
Yeah, he facing some jail time over some bullshit.
DOJ or
Oh, really?
ATF over his
Good. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the ATF. I went down there in Des Moines. I was armed, everything. they were all cool with it.
I would love to get an ATF a big old hug. Every one of
No
them.
problems in Des Moines. Even went in the police department armed.
You gotta go into that courthouse recording.
Yep.
Like, this many people here would need down there in Des Moines.
Yeah.
Right on the courthouse, right in the front doors, is still filming.
Definitely going to go to
Hey,
Des
hey, hey,
Moines.
Flex. We already gonna take off.
Okay, man. Hey, I appreciate you stopping by.
Things to do.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You want to plug your channel one more time so that my people know where to get you and stuff? And what you got going on? Too,
What up,
with your
nerds?
sentencing and everything.
Yeah, so guys, flex your freedoms. You can follow me here on Nerd-Ass YouTube. But I'll be around here, probably see me and him together and do a few more of these. So appreciate you guys watching and your support. And I'll make sure I'll plug, I don't know, does he have a channel too? Or you guys just on the same? Okay. I'll make sure, you know, I'll give you proper plugs and shit. And anytime I do a live stream and you know I'm on, just join it. And I'll make sure I got you a wrench, but I'll make sure I can get as much support your way too.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Thank you. I love what you do, man. You're funny and hitting the way it hurts, man. And, that's what we're supposed to do, man. You gotta keep on the check, man. Flex your freedom.
Hell
Run
yeah.
that.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, good to meet you.
Yeah, great meeting you as well.
All you guys, man. Thank you.
You heading out, man?
Yeah.
Make sure you get my number, man. I need to go to Marion.
Let's do that.
Oh yeah, big time. Marion needs
I'm
some
gonna
work.
get this man number.
Marion needs some work.
Hey, thank you. Hey, Paul said the Flex turned him on to me.
Oh hell yeah, Paul.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. I was on
And by the
Flex's
way,
channel spamming your link saying, hey, people need to look.
So
check out
yeah.
I mean,
DM
my
and
stuff is still out.
That's what's up. Come talk to me, man. I do my
Got it
thing,
fucked
man.
up in Iowa that a simple
I
misdemeanor.
know that doesn't
don't
look
know
like
if
a
you
real
know how that
number.
works,
It's
but
good.
there's a same judge that
Yeah, 'cause I did hear.
I
I
guess
guess
I
I
know
know.
they have to. They're
You
the
always
ones
have
that
to.
do it.
Yeah.
There's some crazy shit with going on with him though. Like I know it's in other counties, he probably wouldn't cover it.
Yeah,
But
there's
some
certain days
crazy
we're down
shit.
to go to
But Lynn
Marion.
County, so Marion.
Yeah, hell.
It's
Matter
gonna
of
be
fact, I
uncovered.
want to mention this
I'm
to you
getting my
real quick.
attorney. I'm trying my best. I'm gonna get
In
him. He's super
Marion,
busy
I
though
was cornered
to
by
represent
3
him.
police officers
They
while
like
doing an
they
open
went
demonstration. This
into
was
his
like
house
3
without a warrant,
Oh,
flew
yeah.
him out. Yeah, that's it.
I said,
So that's him. Okay. Yep. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Not
So we're
accuse me of
gonna
anything like
we're
you're supposed
trying to
to
get
be
my
doing
attorney on that because there's a
before you
lot
ask
of
for
shit.
ID.
You know, people
Either
might be turned off by his
accuse
choice
me
of
of
words,
something,
but it's
let
freedom
me
of speech
verbally
out here.
refuse, or tell me what the consequences are if I verbally refuse. If it sounds scary, then I'll give you
What's
my
up, Lou?
ID. And he described having to arrest me and take me down to the station
Frank?
to
Howard?
ID me however
Fourth
they needed
Amendment
to do.
violation.
He admitted that a Fourth Amendment violation scared me to give him my ID, and I gave it to him. But I said, only if you scared me. So he admitted to what he's going to do.
to hold you up
to
for
find
Oh
out.
yeah, we're just gonna go hang out there. Yeah, nice seeing you though.
Yeah, they really are. And then this was so crazy. I got the debut years later, and we denied ID to the police officer, and they accepted it. So right here in the state of Iowa, I got one video recorded example of them violating me, and another video recorded example of them going, "You're right, I can't make you ID," and they accepted it. What the fuck? And then I tried to get a lawyer, and no lawyer would accept my fucking case. I just ran out of numbers to call. I didn't know who else to call. Crazy.
All right, man. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, man. Thank you very
Is
much,
there something that
man.
works for you next week? I'm real serious about Marion.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, we'll do it.
Okay, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, any day.
The weekends is usually best for me.
I couldn't go to Marion during weekends because I got to talk to records. We're only Monday through Friday.
Oh, that's
Morning.
right. So, okay, let's we'll get together. Text me and let me know who you are, and I'll lock you in on my phone, and we're gonna figure out
Yep,
something.
you got my number. It came up on the screen. So.
Okay, that's what's up. Hell yeah.
All right,
Thank
man.
you.
Nice meeting you. Just
Yeah,
remember,
man.
you can't talk to me online.
That's right.
All right, later, man.
Yeah. RPM Trade Vietnam in this bitch. I'm in this live stream. Wu Bang, get a motherfucking gun. Waterloo, we in here again. We get some love and support. People understand what's going on. What you don't understand, somebody will try to get over on you with. Period. And then they justify because they thinking this shouldn't work. And if you let this shit work, it's gonna be the reason why we do it. And we let the bullshit work on the mass scale, and that's why we got this government. Get the fuck out of here, bro.